1956 Chevy race car back on the road, running and driving with a new clutch in 10 hours or less? I guess you see the answer, but let's see how we got here. This is a 1956 Belvedere.
So we're gonna sit on this?
We're gonna sit on it.
Oh, look, air conditioning out the floor.
We have brakes?
It kind of feels a little squishy.
It's a squishy boy. We don't need brakes, we're going, we got a manual. Okay, boys, girls, and rabbits, here we are again with another glorious revival. So this one's a little different. This is at our home setting. We obtained this vehicle, it's been about a year now, and the previous owner built it to be a race car. Craziest thing about this vehicle is it was a four-door. Someone did some chopping and cutting and rebuilding. Right here, as you'll see, this is a very large back window. So they basically just cut the fourth door out and whoops, it was like right around this area. They did a decent job, I'll be honest with you. It looks pretty good. It doesn't look exactly right because it's got this monster, but it's still a 56 Chevy. And the best part about this is we got it for 400 bucks. This is not going to be anything ever more than what it is kind of right now. We got a plan. We've got a really good plan. But there is a gentleman up not too far away from us that has a dirt track at his private residence. And he basically invited us, well, it was about a couple months ago now. He invited us to come up there and race what they're like little hobby stock, or, well, they have like an old jalopy is what they call it, jalopy race cars. They have like a get together up there, and this was invited as well as another car you'll see in the future, which we might do the same thing with. But we didn't have the time to get to it, and we just didn't really mess with it. I got it to turn over. We did not get it to start, we got it to turn over. I got to the point of throwing that new carburetor on it from Summit Racing, sponsor. That was it. So basically today, so we can maybe go race here in the next couple days, we need to get this running, idling, all around functioning in the engine area. Then we need to make sure that it has both brakes and a clutch that works. From what I remember, oh my gosh, someone's dead. From what I remember, I pushed the clutch in or tried something and it didn't go back or forth. So I was like, oh, I'm just giving up. So I don't know. It was like, again, it was a year ago. It was a very quick time. Obviously, this is going to be a really fun one, so we can actually race something and have a good time with it. I think we have some headers in the back. We just picked up some more, some actual rims and tires for this, and we'll see what else we can upgrade as we go. Obviously, we're going to need a seat, and we're going to need to do some really quick rust repair so Alex doesn't fall through the floor. I know that it's got fresh oil in it because I changed it. I know that it has some fuel in the little boat tank, so that's fine. And we'll throw a battery in it, crank her out, get it idling again, show you guys, you know, blah, 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 blah.
It's got a Duralast too. It's proven tough.
A Duralast will never last.
But it did last.
It did last.
The last one.
If you guys are doing revivals, we got a really good...
just get AGM Duralast.
Just get AGM batteries because they last quite some time and they actually function really well. Here to pop off, and then we'll probably clean out the interior so you can see it. We may even push it back to the shop if we can't get this thing to go. And this will be the first time it's on the road in its whole existence as a two-door, which has been, I don't know, the guy didn't even remember the last time it was on the road. So it's probably not even been on the road for 30 years. Yeah. I think it's a 350. I know last time I was questioning it, if it was a 327 or what it was. We really still don't know. It would have the filler neck right here if it was a 327, but there's also a solid chance they just threw that intake manifold on it in one town. Good part about this, it's got an HEI distributor, so we know that we're gonna have spark right away. My God. See these Aero boys. Oh, this one. So the guys told us that these are garbage, so we bought them anyway. But they're the same lug pattern, and I think they'll look absolutely awesome. They're very light. Wow. What are your turn balls? Oh, that's gonna just look awesome.
Yeah, bud.
So we're just hoping that they fit in the fender well, which I think they will. So that's not to be worried about. We'll just stack them up right in the way so we fall over them. This isn't the hardest part of the video, and we know that. It still hasn't ran in probably, what, 2 years? We're gonna spray some fuel down the old carburetor. We're gonna have Alex jump inside, crank it over, and I will say it's gonna fire up, and it will sound okay. So, should be pretty, still should be pretty cool. Let's give it a run. All right, let her rip. Wow! Oh my gosh, dude. Go ahead. She wants it bad. All right, go ahead. Go ahead. Hey! It actually sounds good. It might actually have an exhaust. I didn't think it had an exhaust. Oh!
I pushed the clutch in like 6 times. That was it.
Well, I left the clutch out a couple times ago, and I was like, "Oh, this thing must not work." Hey, is that filling up that little canister?
Yeah, it is.
You ready? Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh, damn. All right.
So this is going significantly better than expected. It's a very late start to the day, and we thought we were going to be really far behind, but we're actually ahead because I had it in between gears. Like, what the heck?
Wow. No
You know what? I
way.
think we're just becoming Chevy people.
Dude,
It sounds so good.
we've been here for 15 minutes.
We haven't even done a take yet, have we? Like a cut?
Not really.
Oh yeah, it's pumping really nice too.
Wow.
Oh, the flow balls aren't sticking. And this sat with gas. This is what I think we got this like maybe 2 years ago, and I just put that carb on and started up once. It was in between gear, and I gave up on it basically.
You want to see if it moves?
Yeah, why not?
Let's do it.
Up. That's what it was. It doesn't engage. No. Yeah, the clutch don't work. And now it won't turn off. We lost all of our luck that fast. You know, I'll still take it.
Yeah. I mean, we have a lift 50 feet over there, so.
Yeah, we'll be all right. That's sad. We could probably. Well, no. I was gonna say. I just
Yeah.
wondered. Well, let me go get it.
Do we just need to adjust it?
That could be. Here we go.
We're starting gear.
Pray. So I just put the clutch in and it worked.
Weird.
Oh, it's got brakes!
Oh, damn. Keep coming.
situation. All of you guys watching this probably know what to do right now, but since we're young guys, we're gonna do a little bit of research on, I think, clutch, where it's at, because I think, obviously, it doesn't want to come out of gear when the vehicle is on, so I'm guessing something's aligned wrong. Hopefully that doesn't include us tearing anything apart, but I'm just guessing it's just the arm needs kind of messed with. Any bodies in here? Oh, look at that! A 2-barrel. Oh, so it is 327. Oh, okay. So we got 327. It might be original to the vehicle even. Oh, look at this! Another one. If anybody needs a 2-barrel intake for 327, please hit us up at dailydriven-props.com. Otherwise, they're going to scrap. We've got a trowel. I'm going to use that for my construction business. Got some original
Frisbees.
We've got some side chrome. We don't need chrome. We're not show cars. So we clean this out, and we're going to vacuum it because we're going to mount our fuel cell. By fuel cell, I mean beer keg. I'm guaranteeing there's not one underneath there because there's a boat tank next to the driver. She's actually pretty solid back here, honestly. Usually you see these spare tire wells completely just gone. Oh, also this side's pretty good. Everything's pretty good.
Just the front.
Just every part of the rest of the car is bad. We found some extra touch-up paint, probably from Sherwin-Williams. Shout out. That's why this house paint's looking so fine on this car. Straight up roller special. This is nice. Oh wow, there you go, right there. Here's the reasoning. It's bent. Someone just made some kind of hodgepodge mess of a design. It looks like it either got bent because it wasn't stiff enough, or they bent it because they thought they had a good idea, and it looks like it was a very not good idea. I could take this inspection plate off and kind of watch that, which I want to. Looks like they tried to do something with the exhaust. Luckily, I think I have a whole nother kit of 2-inch exhaust, so she's running rich. So we could probably just go ahead and, well, so we can just bring it all the way back. Those are gonna, I think they'll be all right. This was converted. This was a 3-speed on the column, and now it's a 3-speed on the floor. So another issue of this might be someone tried to adjust all this and did a poor job, and now it's just not going into any gears correctly. I'll see if I can bend this guy or take it off and then bend it back. I'll have to go down with it, and you're gonna have to get in the car and then push the clutch in. We'll see if that.
I can climb.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, I was already burning the clutch a little bit. There's material everywhere. That's an old girl, though. Get me the fuck out from under there. Go ahead.
That's in.
Oh, yeah. It ain't even moved. Go ahead again. Oh, I think it's... Yeah. No wonder we got it for $400. Do it again. Alright, we're getting there. Like, hit the key just a little bit. Alright. Wait a minute. Bump it. This seems being a lot more like, you know, yes, Daddy, I will do this for you. You know what I mean? Pulling that apart, again, something I've never messed with a Tri-5 Chevy, especially 327, 3-speed action. That is bent. So I don't know if it's supposed to be bent from the factory or if someone bent, try and do something, but it's bent. So we may have to go ahead and put a rod once we bend it back, so it's not, because it already has a bending point, so don't rebend, but we'll make it work whatever we got going on.
Here, show us what you're doing.
Okay, so I bent that little feller back, so now we're at the point of Alex pushing in the clutch a couple times. Right now, go ahead, Alex. Go ahead again. Oh, where are we at? There you go again. There you go again. Okay, so it's coming out away from the pressure plate, a little bit, but I would still like to see it come out a bit more. I'm gonna keep adjusting it ever so slightly until, go ahead and push it. We have maybe another 1/16 of an inch clearance between the frictions and the pressure plate. In a perfect world, those adjustments did it.
Shots fired.
Okay, let's try a couple more adjustments. And then artist showed up who also doubles as a, I don't know, old time, maybe you know it. The disc is separated from it, came off, so most likely the studs that hold that on are basically probably ground offs. Who knows when it's been last fixed. Oh, you know what, that makes total sense. Yeah, the studs are gone.
Studs are gone.
There we go, sorry.
Yep, that's
I've
it.
installed a couple, well, more than a couple manuals. But I guess sometimes you just need told what you didn't want to hear. Luckily, this is bent back now. Not luckily, we have to drop a transmission. Tell me the phone number for O'Reilly's.
I don't know where you are.
I'm up your.
Oh, I think
my
it'll
gosh, we're gonna
just
fit
clear.
in.
That looks
Holes are
pretty good.
Freaking massive. We're gonna need some like larger lug nuts, I think. See that? Holes are massive for those.
They are. Yeah, we're definitely gonna need other lug nuts.
Oh no, I think we're fine. It's just barely seat. Oh, it's so sweet. So even though we have to replace the clutch, we decided to get a little bit of inspiration going. And here she is. Oh man, is it gonna be sweet.
Yeah, that looks sick.
Give her the old rattle can restoration underneath those fenders. We'll be good to go.
Oh wow.
How many of these are gonna be flat?
Oh yeah, bud. Look at the fitment on
Bro,
that.
those are tucked, bro. Well, that's as far as she's going out, I guess.
Raise diagram for OE flat flywheel.
Almost had to pay with the thump.
Did you kill all these yourself or what?
The owners and his father.
The 10.5 will work. I'm just update. We've driven around for a while trying to find someone that owns or has a clutch, to no avail. I am now searching Facebook, and I might have found one, but it's 45 minutes away, so contemplating if that's worth it or not, especially because I don't know, we don't have a ton to do on the car, but I don't think it'll be worth it when we can just get a new one for Monday, and then we'll just hit it for next week. Luckily, this is one that's not in the middle of a field, so we're kind of able to pick and choose as we need to, but it would be sick if we could, you know, do it in less than 24 hours. Well, no, what vehicle is sitting out front? Going up on a Tuesday.
You're
The Ford. This one's done. She's done. She gone.
And then we also found
That is off of it. This is off of it. This is off the front of this guy. So, things like that. She got cooked. Whether it was just adjusted wrong when installation or if this just had a nice life and said, sorry, I'm done. We're going to take this with us to a gentleman in town that might have exactly what we're looking for.
See, we didn't have soccer balls when we grew up.
Wow, that's actually pretty good.
Those grocery getter, there's different springs under here that they got. Oh God, that's this should be up.
Oh, she's toast, isn't she?
Yeah, that's ruined.
Oh, well, that's... Do you have these parts?
Oh yeah.
Looks identical.
Here's some flywheel bolts and pressure plate bolts.
Back in the shadow.
What you got there?
I got a clutch and flywheel, all brand new.
Brand new.
Brand spanking. There's anti-seize on all of those tranny bolts, and there's some gray Loctite maybe on this flywheel. So I'm getting skeptical.
I think she was tickled with.
I think she was played with a while back. Well, significantly worse than we expected, like usual. We weren't gonna change the flywheel out, and then we started doing some search online. Well, Alex did, thank you very much. And he ended up coming up with an article that said using flywheel that is warped or somehow cracked, damaged, can cause your new disc to stick on the flywheel. Here's thought process being, I think that's actually what happened to the last clutch, because this flywheel was toast. Here's a bunch of micro, well, even right there, you can see right where it's stuck. It's burnt in. So there's so many micro cracks. This is done. This is just toast. My thought process is they put a used clutch and pressure plate on this flywheel. It didn't change the flywheel, which in turn, that's why you have all this anti-seize that blew out everywhere. So that caused basically that to stick to the flywheel, and they didn't tell us like usual, and that's why we ended up getting it for 400 bucks. We went and got a new one, as you guys seen, from a gentleman. And this flywheel, if you look at it, it's about the size of my foot. This one is a bit smaller than my foot. This is 168, this is 153. We're getting educated finally. That being said, that one will not work. So we're gonna have to order that one.
Or else we'd have to replace the bell housing and then
Just go down the line.
Yeah, it's just.
So we might as well just wait a couple days, even though the weather's changing on us quick, and we'll get a larger flywheel in, come out here one night, we'll crank out the little stuff so we'll be ready for either next Friday or next Saturday morning, and we can just kind of rip this thing around a track and actually have a good time. This won't be any parts. Right after I am saying this, you'll see us back at it again with a new flywheel, and we're getting ready to reassemble this. What are we doing here today?
Day two.
Day two of working on the 56 race car.
We got the flywheel in.
We've got 24 hours to have it ready for the track, and we don't have a transmission in it. We don't have seats in it.
I'm over here. Hey. What are you?
All right, obviously we are not sponsored by Jigs, but Jigs got us this nice flywheel in pretty record time. Took us 2 days to get it. We didn't even pay for the 2-day shipping. So if you guys like what we do on this channel, go ahead and subscribe, because that'd be awesome. Then we could maybe have a budget to actually do something. Internally balanced. This is leaps and bounds better than what we got right now. So we just need to make sure that our clutch is going to fit on it, and make sure it is the same size as what we did purchase. Make sure it's actually just smaller than the other one. That'll be the main thing. Oh my gosh. We're good. New beautiful.
I thought you were about to like get out chips or something.
Start eating our chips. Okay, so big issues here lately in the last like 10-15 minutes. The flywheel we just installed, you guys seen us just put it in, is now out on the ground. Just due to the fact that Jigs had on their website that, well, these people are answering questions and said that 10.5-inch clutch does fit on that, and it's like double drilled for 2 different styles. It's not. The gentleman that we're gonna go race at his track tomorrow turned it over for the season already, and he is re-smoothing it just for us to race tomorrow. We don't have the heart to tell him like, hey, we're not gonna make it, and also we're not gonna give up. So we ended up finding one about 60 miles away. We're gonna run and go and get an 11-inch clutch. This is gonna be a stock replacement for now. We don't need anything crazy. And we're gonna bring the flywheel with us so that we know it's correct. The only thing I'm scared of now is you'd think throwout bearings are throwout bearings, but I'm gonna bring the throwout bearing with us and pray that it will function. So you wouldn't think it'd be too different, but you never know at this rate. Now, while we wait for some people to get here so we can run to Clive, we're just gonna throw this exhaust together really quick. It's gonna be a nice, simple dual exhaust. Out both sides done. And Alex is gonna change out shocks.
Yeah, the rear shocks, because that is toast.
All right,
Got coilovers
They're
on.
not coilovers, dude. Those are overload. She's gonna be sitting like this. We also got some exhaust pipage. We're gonna shoot the pipes on, or I gotta weld the pipes on real quick. Once we let the lift down that go out to the tire. Alex got those done. So we are right now gonna head down to about 50 miles away to go get a clutch. And we're gonna bring flywheel and the old clutch with us to compare contrast and pray that we can get home. We can pray we can get this back together. Right now, all we really need to do on top is patch the air conditioning holes. Change out the seats with a couple bucket seats we have, and then throw transmission back in and test drive it probably tomorrow and see if it overheats when we've only driven it for 15 seconds. I think we have a really good chance at getting this rolling and basically ready tonight. I'd like to put the grill in it, but God willing, we'll see what that ends up like.
That's what happens when you weld without a mask.
That's what we had left from a bunch of other builds, so. Oh my gosh, dude.
Did it toughen up?
Yeah. So those coilovers we bought out of the swap meet for 10 bucks. This exhaust kit's from Amazon. I think 150 bucks, and we've used it for 3 cars. So
Yeah, it came with a lot.
the tires are flat now that we just bought.
Oh.
But the main one that we need to go left is the main one that's flat, so that's great. We're still gonna go left, whether it rolled the tire off or not. Who's gonna love you now?
Watch out, it's clogged.
She's gotta get cleared out. So, update for y'all. We are out here cleaning up the floor now at 10 o'clock because we went to, where do we go, Alex?
We went all the way to Clive, which is about 50-60 miles, and they didn't have the part that they said they had.
So it was a very large miscommunication. We went down there for nothing after doing our exhaust. Basically wasted a couple hours of our time. And the only green light on this is that they will have the part we need at 9:06 tomorrow morning.
Yeah. Well, the thing is that you're dealing with kids that just don't know any of this old stuff anymore.
Well,
Tell them to look up a 56 Chevy.
yeah, they don't. And, you know, we say we're not too far off their age, but the difference is that we play with this stuff basically every other day when they usually play with the newer stuff. So, Focus ST life. We are out here now trying to get this floor patched the best we can, as well as you can't. Here, let me just shine this down. There's our new muffler down there. I'm gonna be honest with you, we only have one bucket seat, which I wanted to do a very classical kind of look with this car. Obviously, I would have had a bucket seat, so I can only find one of them right now. If we can't find the other, we're just gonna have to go one hit wonder and throw a milk crate on the other side. Or we have that seat as well. We have a set of those, but I really did not want to go with those. I want to go for a classic look. Yeah, it looks like it came straight out of a van, which it probably did. If we have to, we will just go ahead and throw those two in, so we have two. Or since it is a race car anyway, we'll just have one seat and we'll find that other bucket seat later in life. Probably go with aluminum ones later anyway. So
I'm just mad I couldn't use my new inflator.
he bought a brand new tool and couldn't even use it because these stock car wheels are too close together.
It's a 90-degree angle.
You need a 90 and he don't got no 90. We found this steel in the back of the car. The best way we know with the time we have and how nice this car is. And that's with our favorite friend, self-tappers. As of right now, we're gonna patch these rear seat holes with just a stainless garbage stuff, and then we'll actually use steel for the front so I can mold it a little bit better. But this is what we got for right now.
So one of the very first cars that Sean and I took to a car show is the 66 Corvair. Sad, but we have some plans with it sooner or later once we get the funds up. But we're gonna rob it of its tank in the front. It's actually a beer keg. Before we take the hood off, and a bunch of people are like, oh my gosh, what? But they actually are rear engines from the factory. So, but some people didn't know that, and they thought it was pretty weird that there was a beer keg in the front. So I'm gonna clean all this stuff off. We're gonna rob the beer keg and use it for the race car.
That's the most stable piece of the whole car. So now we're restoring the rest of the floor plan with some truck bed liner slash rust remover slash
Dust remover. Fix it all.
It's basically the whole car is brand new now.
Yeah, that's actually super solid. Pull on it. Yeah. And then the beer keg.
Did you show that? So, yeah, we put a beer keg in as a gas tank. I'm pretty sure that's IMCAA approved. Sweet hopes and dreams. I think it's beauty. Everybody at home, this is not how you restore a vehicle. This might still not get shown.
Oh wow. Thank you.
Here's our flywheel we had issues with last night. Had more issues last night, as you guys know, but I just got back and we've got this baby girl now. So this is an 11-incher. The reason why I did want to stay with the 10-inch is that supposedly with this rotating mask, people have had issues with these old V8s, and I kind of want to steer away from that, but we're forced to use it just because we bought the flywheel. I bought the wrong flywheel, or jigs wide, and you know, stuff like that. This is nice. Actually, the kit, this is better yet, this comes with the alignment tool, comes with the spline lubrication, and then even comes with a new throwout bearing and a pilot bearing. We are not,
How much was it?
only 136 bucks.
That's not bad.
So this is cheap.
Okay.
It also came with a pilot bearing, which we are not going to install, and we'll wish we did later on in life. But we will use this throwout bearing. I'm thinking it's the same measurements and everything, so I'm going to go ahead really quick, whether it be filmed or not. I'm going to throw this whole assembly together, and we need to start kicking butt. Last night we had a lot of progress with a beer keg, so we will be ready to race this hopefully around 3 o'clock today. Right now it's 10 o'clock. We'll kind of give you guys updates as we spin. Getting really excited to drive this on the road for the first time, and it's how it is, well, as a race car in its life. And I hope you guys are just as excited as we are. This is going to be a really sweet dirt road ripper with this 3-speed on the floor, as well as what we've done to it so far. It's going to be a really fun car. Oh man, dude. We got an 11-inch heavy-duty truck clutch on this girl. All I want for Christmas is everything to be awesome. I kind of want to do a Javelin revival next.
Look at that. We got a transmission on there now.
My good gravy. That one went in very nicely compared to that Dodge. I'll tell you what, guys.
And if you haven't seen that Dodge video on the channel, check it out.
It's got over 200,000 views just because we're slow.
Give her the old ugga-dugga torque.
Here is our new everything in here. See if you can see up in there with that light on. But go ahead, Alex. All right, do it again. So we've got a nice range of motion here. Everything is working as it should. You can hear it disengaging. You can hear the frictions disengaging. And real nice. We're getting ready to throw the drive shaft back in, and then throw the shifter handle back on it, a seat in it, and then connect the new fuel line, and we are homeward bound. By home, I mean the racetrack. So here's what we got going on. Here is the 56 Chevy in a nutshell, what we have done in less than 24 hours. We have completely replaced the clutch. Can't see it now, but it's up in there, as you've seen. We've put, well, I'd call it like a patch-in exhaust that comes out both sides of the tires. A little dual action with no H-pipe, so it's gonna sound a little interesting. Readjusted the clutch, changed the oil, come back here, took out and reinstalled the drive shaft, added some non-adjustable coilovers that will either help us or hurt us, we don't know yet, and then put in a new fuel line with no grommet, so that tears through the floor. Put in new fuel line up to there, so all we're gonna get ready to do is throw a seat in it, take apart the fuel line right now that goes from the engine to the inside of the car that used to go to that tank. So we'll take that apart, connect it to our new fuel cell that is in the trunk. You can't see, but it's a beer keg. So we are looking real fine right now. We are ahead of schedule and we have brakes.
Jesus Christ, shots fired, bro. Oh my God.
We haven't even messed with the time manual.
It's coming. It's not full yet though. Hell yeah. Reverse?
Oh, it's not pumping.
I'm just robbing everything in the yard.
Oh, look at you, dude. You're gonna have to reverse everybody.
So, major casualties right now. We have a mechanical and an electric fuel pump, and we can't get gas.
Yeah, it's not pulling from that tank. Just because if you look at it, that we're way higher up, so we're trying to pull uphill to this pump at least. So I'm kind of wondering if we bring that all the way down to the frame area. Maybe that'll work, but yeah, right now we're just trying to fight the pulling uphill battle. I'm gonna eat if they're up. Everywhere we go, people want to know why we have such bad luck. You know what though? If you guys check out our other videos, we only have bad luck when we're at the shop. We had really good luck in the middle fields. So we might just have to stick to the middle fields.
So we're gonna try and find another radiator in the next
15
hour,
minutes.
30 minutes, yeah.
Yeah. We are not going to drive the vehicle up there. We're going to trailer it just because it is technically a race car. I would totally drive it there, but we did put those hobby stock rims on it and tires. I don't want to drive those on the road. Maybe in a future episode, we'll take it for a nice long drive after we have headlights and taillights and see how far we can get on the old girl. But as of right now, we're going to take her to the track, let her rip. We'll see you guys when we get there.
Keep the hood latch. How you liking it?
Loving it like Larry.
Here we go, 16, here we go. Shoot out through that building and that pine tree out there, and you can ride out to the racetrack. You get some filming before it gets too dark.
I'll be honest with you, I've never dirt tracked in my life, so we'll see how this goes.
Good.
We're gonna get destroyed by this nice gentleman. But if it runs right, I'll see what she can do.
got going on here? Oh yeah, we're out of gas, I think. I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it. Oh, I didn't turn it off. She's done, I think. You know what? It's at 190. We still have 40 PSI of oil pressure. Yeah, thank you for letting us use the track. Appreciate it.
Anytime. That's what I built it for, to have fun with.
Well, sorry if I tore her up a little bit. Look at your face. Well, that's a fun little course, man.
You gotta be up next summer for that race I have.
I don't know if you'll have me back. I kind of tore her up a little bit.
Well, I'll send you a bill for that.
That's fine. Okay.
No, you have to come up there. That's a neat old car.
Do you like it?
Oh yeah, I like old race cars. You want a little better roll bar in there, bud?
Especially the rate we're going.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to go around that track correctly?
You did it pretty good.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to come in the corner, I use my left foot on the brake, never the right foot.
So we don't have brakes now. About midway through, we didn't have any brakes.
Okay. Well, anyway, when you're driving it, that way your right foot's always on the accelerator, because most times your accelerator will do more good than your brakes.
Yeah.
For controlling the car.
Okay.
So yeah, just use your left foot on the brake pedal and your right foot on the foot.
Okay.
You give her all you got. Anyway, you bring that old car up.
Well, I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you so much for everything.
No problem. No
Very much appreciate it. We got an oil leak now, which wasn't there originally, but you know what? You'll have that.
I think your carburetor's a little lean or something making her pop like that.
I think, so that carburetor was sitting on the shelf for about 2 years before it got put on here. And I think it was good enough to get it running,
Okay.
but I don't think it's good enough to do what we're doing. Because if I wasn't 3/4 throttle into that, it wouldn't run.
Oh, is that right? You had to really get on it.
Yeah, that's why she was.
That's why I couldn't start it, because
was
I wasn't
singing.
giving it gas.
Yeah.
And it just always needs gas.
I think the accelerator pump's gone, is what it is. Yeah.
That
She
makes
needs
sense.
Soaked out new sparks in her.
Yep, it's all right. It's a Summit carb. It was a cheapo anyway.
Yeah.
So. Well, not that any of them are cheap nowadays.
Great. I'm glad you guys showed up.
Well, I'm more than happy we actually made it. And our, I think our radiator fix held. The JB
I
Weld.
couldn't believe that.
Oh my
Yeah.
JB Weld holds.